Good morning to you all. Today we are going to discuss about the making of nationalism in Europe. So let us discuss about the division and the ethnic division of Europe. Now we know that today what we see as Germany, Italy, Switzerland and all were divided into kingdoms, duchies and cantons. They did not see themselves as sharing a common identity because they were under the control of different autocratic monarchy. Often they spoke different languages and they all belonged to different ethnic group. For example, the Habsburg Empire that ruled over Austria-Hungary was a patchwork of many different regions and people in which they spoke different languages. They were divided into different ethnic groups. Now in Hungary, half of the population spoke Magyar, which was the other language, and half of the people spoke a variety of different dialects. So there was different kind of languages spoken among the people of Europe, and they did not share a common identity as they shared a different kind of ethnic division. So people simply were ruled by one king. That was the only identity they had. Now let us discuss about the aristocracy and the new middle class. So we know that aristocracy was very handful in population, less in number, but very predominant, very powerful in Europe. The members of this class were united by a common way of life that cross-cut the entire diversity and divisions. They owned states in the countryside and also in the town houses. For diplomatic purposes, they spoke French because French language was considered as the language of the high society. Their families were strongly bonded and connected with each other through matrimonial relationships and alliances. The powerful aristocracy, although small in number, but dominated the entire social structure of the society. The majority of the population was made up of common people, that was peasantry, and the system of cultivation differed from the Central Europe to the eastern part. Now, while in western part of Europe and the central part of Europe, the growth of industrial production and the trade was witnessed, we saw the emergence of the new middle class, that was the commercial class, which was the result, or rather the outcome of the industrial revolution. Now industrialization began in England, and soon in the second half of the 18th century, it spread in the other parts of Europe by 19th century. And the working population, that was the middle class, which were industrialists, businessmen and professional, they started emerging in west as well as the central Europe. Now this section of the society were the liberal middle class, who were educated, who wanted growth, who wanted to abolish the privileges of the aristocracy society, and they wanted to progress in society. So they stood for liberalization and liberal changes.